With your real-life drama right here and in Hollywood to talk about with Sam Rubin. Morning, Sam.
Yes, our lovely Sam is live in LA. But before we talk about what's going on with Brad Pitt and everything in his world, let's start with another Brad, Bradley Cooper. I like that, Brad.
Yeah, he's cool.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Craig and Rochelle. Nice to see you both. And we have Christmas decorations here. This from the Grove Shopping Center. I don't know if you have a reindeer going through your heads, but I've got that here.
It looks good on you, Sam. It looks good. You wear it well.
Thank you very much. I tell you what, you know who's going to wear perhaps an Academy Award well is Bradley Cooper, who is not only getting Oscar buzz for acting in this movie, Maestro, but of course he directed it, he co-wrote it. This is about the famous American conductor, Leonard Bernstein, and you're going to see a little bit of a sneak peek of the movie, then conversation here with Bradley and Carey Mulligan. Watch this.
Hello, I'm Lenny.
Hello, Felicia.
I love people so much that it's hard for me to be alone. That music, it keeps me glued to life.
I don't even know how much you need me to.
I might.
If summer doesn't sing in you, then nothing sings in you. And if nothing sings in you, then you can't make music.
Oh, what a trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
What a trailer.
It is very, very effective. And some viewers may know Leonard Bernstein for his work as an extraordinary composer, West Side Story, among other things. Craig, I was caught by the little ditty you were trying to sing, which is from an American musical as well. On the Town, wonderful town. And then, depending on your age, he conducted these young people's concerts. So if you were a little kid growing up in the 60s or 70s, your parents put you in front of the TV and said, learn from Leonard Bernstein about classical music. And speaking of kids, Bernstein's own children cooperated with this movie. They owned the rights to the music. Wow. They gave those rights to Bradley Cooper. So the first thing I asked Bradley and Carey Mulligan is, did he feel that he honored the family? Was he thinking about that when he made this movie? Look.
Not a concern as much as, like you said, a goal, a privilege, really, because they own the rights to the music or have control over the music. So for them to give them over to us was a huge deal and a responsibility. And I think that I know that they were shocked when I first said to them, well, it's going to be a movie about your parents, equally about your mother. And I think they were sort of like in disbelief. And I think that hopefully by the end they're like, wow, we really, that is what we did. That is what the movie's about.
So that is, in fact, what they did. And let me show you some of the visuals. There are prosthetics here. Bradley Cooper becomes Leonard Bernstein in the most extraordinary way. You tell me which is which. And he ages through the movie. That is Bradley Cooper, unrecognizable. Real Leonard Bernstein to the right, Bradley Cooper to the left. So we've seen prosthetics help other people get Oscars, and it may well happen to Bradley Cooper. Carey Mulligan is terrific here as well, and she talks about the relationship this couple, a married couple, had in real life, and about working so closely, so intimately with Bradley Cooper on this movie.
Lenny had the most welcoming, joyful, fun energy. So when you came on the set, there wasn't a sense of like panic of, okay, this is all the things we have to get done. There was just a sort of welcome to the party. It was like, you're here, great, let's have a drink. Let me light you a cigarette. That was how it felt to come onto the set as an actor. So my favorite thing was when people would come in that hadn't experienced it yet, and I'd be like, get ready. It was so much fun. And, it really was. It was just the most fun thing because, he'd spent 6 years doing everything that made it possible for him to get there and actually make it a joyful experience for everyone else.
Speaking of joy, the joy of making music is depicted in the most extraordinary way. Leonard Bernstein, obviously a conductor, and Bradley Cooper at the lectern with the stick in hand has these scenes of masterful conducting. This scene, shot in a church, is absolutely magnificent. And Bradley Cooper spent a long time working with real conductors to learn how to conduct. And that is among the highlights of a movie that I think is going to get an awful lot of awards attention. Later in December, we're going to hear nominations for Critics' Choice, Golden Globes. Oscar nominations aren't until January, but I think you will hear Bradley Cooper's name mentioned. Carey Mulligan's very likely as well, with all the major award shows. It's really quite the accomplishment.
Sam, just how handsome is he close up, Bradley Cooper?
I would say, Craig, if I'm holding steady at a 6, I'm going to give you an 8, Bradley a 9, close to a 10.
Okay. Oh my, there you go, there you go.
I would have given you a 7, but that's okay.
And just quickly, in our last minute, Sam, tell us all about the other Brad.
This is Brad Pitt, and this, Rochelle, is all bad. This comes from his son, Paxed, and a recently released, very unpleasant Father's Day message that apparently was posted online 2 years ago, but has come to the surface now, where he describes his father in deeply unflattering terms. I won't use the language here, but essentially says that he's a rotten dad to Pax and to the 4 other children who are in fear of him. As we know, the two have had an extraordinarily, Angelina and Brad, contentious divorce, and often in a very contentious divorce, the kids, as it were, are the casualties. And this missive is just, it's the last thing any parent would want to read about themselves.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Every parent's worst nightmare.
Well, there's poor kids having all that stuff public as well.
Yeah.
Sam, thanks so much. I have a little bit of a problem when you said I was trying to sing. I was actually singing, so...
I'm with Sam. He was trying. Thank you, Sam.
I think successfully.
Thank you, Sam.